What's up, everybody? After my last video on the Sliver tribal deck, I kind of wondered what tribal has a lot of focus in MTG Arena that I could make a good historic Brawl deck out of it. Um, Merfolk certainly came to mind, but I think we have to admit that one of the strongest tribal they printed on this digital platform is probably elves. Elves are pretty neat, they ramp into stuff, so we can play some pretty extravagant cards, such as Ulamog. I'll go through some of the spicy cards, but most of the things are just elves. So, what are the spicy cards? We have Bullet Citadel. It's kind of buggy right now with the new patch, I think, of Jumpstart Horizon, but it is such a fun card to use in general. God's Pharaoh's Statue is just a good top end card. You're gonna have to answer it at some point. I was thinking of going with the Eternal Sun, but I think slowing your enemy is better if you're gonna clutch out a win with just swarming them up. Nyx Bloom Ancient is just you have infinite mana. Sandworm Convergence is pretty neat because all of your army is on the ground, so it's kind of rough if you can't deal with the flyers. Craterhoof Behemoth and Endrace Forerunner for quick finishers. Ugin, the Great Ange, and Ulamog. Another one that's kind of spicy is this, Wandering Archaic. This is a pretty good card. I think it's going to be staple in most things, especially multiplayer format like Commander. However, in Historic Brawl, I still think it has its place. Now, how are you gonna find most of this top end? We have Fierce Empath to help us find them, and a few card draw. I think the deck is pretty decent to do what it needs to do. So yeah, without further ado, I'll just get into it. As always, the deck list will be in the description below. If you enjoy the deck, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into it. Here we are. Here we are against Golos. Why is there always a Golos deck? Everywhere we go, Golos. We're gonna keep this. Turn 1 Nanowar is the way to go, obviously. The lack of black mana doesn't really make us uneasy just because of Tivarkel. They're not gonna punish this attack, there's nothing they can do really. No, they might start playing stuff. Okay, Issika. That is pretty fun. Alright. Now, next turn we're gonna have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. 7 is a lot. Sadly, Crippling Fear does not do anything for us as of right now, but it's fine, that's fine. Oof, the World Tree, obviously. Always gonna have that, of course. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna cast Marwyn. I'm gonna tap this.
I believe we can be heroes.
So, that's pretty decent. Now, whenever I cast this spell, I can exile 2 target permanent. This is gonna be one of them, obviously. 4 and 8. Okay, so they're just gonna gain life. You're gonna gain life and have a good time doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus this, I think.
I believe we can be heroes.
Plains, island. This is his only black. I think setting him back like that is the play, honestly. I do think setting them back is the play. It might be a bit annoying for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's the play. He's gonna dispark it. Fair enough. I mean, I wouldn't want to be against that either. The important part was played, however.
There's enough glory for all of us.
So we're just gonna start beat downing. Marwyn is getting swole a little bit. That is fine. We're gonna play Crippling Fear. We're gonna see how they react. They should sack it. Yeah, okay. Koma is gonna get indestructible. We're gonna choose Elf.
Join me in battle.
That's fairly decent. And yeah, there's not much need to attack. So we're just gonna be chilling. We're just gonna be chilling over here. Soon enough, depending on what we draw, we might be able to attack. That's once again, that's fine. The last effect is more problematic than the first one, I'll say, for us specifically.
I saved the monster for you.
That is perfect. Alright. We're gonna cast the Elvish Master. So, what land do we want to destroy? They have 2 white, they have no black. They have 2 green, they have 2 blue. I'm thinking this. They do rely a lot on green to ramp and whatnot, so he's obviously gonna sacrifice one of the thing. That's for sure. Yeah. And the engine is rolling. The elf ball is here, pretty much. More or less. Next turn, or whenever we do draw the big lads, we can go hard on them. They're not gonna be able to play their lands that much. And the deck has a surprisingly good amount of removal for their stuff, I'll say. I'm quite impressed with how good it ends up being. That being said, elves are probably one of the best tribal out there. We're gonna do this. That's fine. We're gonna create enough token.
Go, earn your renown.
That's fine. And the Wandering Archaic is here to save the day. And Nissa is now here also. So, what do we do? We could attack through, but I don't think that's that great of an idea for the moment. But if they do end up getting a board wipe, it might be unwise, right? So how would they block? They would kill a lot of stuff. Does any of it matter? I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers. 7 with the ooze. I think I just hope they don't have a board wipe. Now, I understand this is really selfish and greedy, but we're just gonna hope. We're just gonna hope. Even if they did, that would be their whole turn. Are they gonna pay for Wandering Archaic? I think they don't even know what that card is, honestly, and that is honestly their whole turn. That could not have gone better for us. We're just gonna create a bunch of oozes, however many we can. And yeah. So we're just gonna create the ooze. Now that's just the sad amount of mana you don't want to see happen. And we're just gonna go wild. They might tap a few things. They can tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can tap 5 things, but I mean they might as well just plug them, right? I don't even think this, like, any of this matters. Like, that's fine. Yeah, that's fair. What else are you gonna block? That's also fair. That's also fair. I think you're just dead regardless. No? No, you're gonna sacrifice one of them. Not even. You're not even bother doing it. Bonk, 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 bonk. We played around with our food, but goddamn was it satisfying. So here we are against a discard deck, which is not the best, but Veil Summer might be good enough. We're gonna start with this for sure. And our goal is just to get Elvish Rejuvenator and our engine out as fast as possible. They're not gonna allow that, obviously. Honestly, Vela Summer would have been great right now, but ooh, they're not even gonna do anything about it. All right. And now the discard madness is going to start. One would assume. Sadly, we can't guarantee a card draw, so
Join me in battle.
Tiny Bone might be one of the most annoying matchups. Is it good? Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, 2 cards. What a treat. What a treat. Sadly for him, we're just gonna ramp.
Remember our names together.
This is what we are meant to do. Now we're going to activate Castle Luck Twain every turn at the end of his turn, so he can't make us discard with sorcery. That player loses 3 life unless they sacrifice a land permanent or discard a card. Alright, well, at the beginning of the upkeep. Okay, they're gonna exile our stuff. That's fine. We're gonna discard the forest. I don't care about the forest. Whenever you cast a creature spell, if a snow of any of that spell's color was made to cast it, it enters with an additional +1/+1 counters on it. We don't really run that much snow, so it's more flavor than anything.
There's enough glory for all of us.
They're gonna block, that's fine. Each opponent loses 10 life if they have no card in hand, so that's okay. They probably had a discard thing anyways. We're gonna bring it back. Sadly we can't really cast it anymore, but that's fine. We're gonna choose to lose 3 life and we're gonna play this guy. Now we're just gonna go hard. Can they win this turn, or can they wipe the board at the very least? They can make us lose a bunch of life, but can they do anything significant? Now with this on the board, they can block the 2 biggest threat, which would leave us with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 now goes down to 6. But they do lose quite a lot. And I don't think they're going to lose Tiny Bolt. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, that is fair. Do they still lose if they do it like that? Yeah, they still lose. They have to block this guy. And they have to block this guy also. Alright, Now, let's see if they can win or if they just lose next turn. That's how games are gonna be with Tiny Bones, you know? That's just how it is, sadly. His Vraska's content was pretty good. That might signify a board wipe. That is probably a board wipe, yeah. No. Why did we... Yeah. So the whole reason we didn't sacrifice, we didn't lose 3 life was especially because Tiny Bone's ability. If you'll notice, we were at 11. If we took this, Tiny Bone could easily kill us with his activated ability, because we would be down to 8 life. So you have to keep in mind how he is. This is one of the most annoying matchup. I'm surprised I didn't see it that much, but it's such a strong matchup, right? Because after a while, you can't do anything. You just can't do anything, and he's just gonna flood the board. Thankfully enough, Tivar stayed around long enough that we had like 4 elves and a lot of ramp that allowed us to play a few key cards. But yeah, that was probably it. And here we are for the post-game wrap-up. How do I feel about the deck? Pretty good. I'm gonna keep working on it, but definitely it's probably one of the stronger tribal deck you can run, if tribal is your thing. And if you like green and black, I feel like mono green, a lot of people will just run Marwyn mono green. That's definitely a strong option. But I feel like the black just makes it a little bit spicier with sick-ass cards. Anyways, let me know if you liked the deck. Let me know if you disliked the deck. Comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you do steal the deck from the description where it will be posted. Have a good one, guys.